Hello and welcome to USA South Conference matchup between the Maryville College Scots and your Brevard College Tornadoes. Maryville College is traveling from Maryville, Tennessee, sitting at 6-7 on the season and 12-4 in USA South Conference play with head coach Randy Lambert in his 39th season and assistant coaches Raul Placeres and Sean Jones. For your Tornadoes, they're sitting at 5-18 on the season with 2-14 in USA South Conference play with head coach Lee Burgess in his 7th season and assistant coach Kalen Johnson in his 7th season. Early in the season, the Tornadoes and Scots had a matchup in Maryville, Tennessee, with your Tornadoes falling 56-46. Stick around for this USA South Conference matchup between the Maryville College Scots and your Brevard College Tornadoes, tipping off in 3 minutes and 10 seconds. Tip-off seconds away here for this USA South Conference matchup between the Maryville College Scots and your Brevard College Tornadoes. Low scoring outing last time. The Scots winning 56-46 over your Tornadoes. Let's see if we'll get a little bit more offense this time in this matchup here in Washburn Gymnasium in Brevard, North Carolina. Tip-off's going to be between Levi Lamb for your Tornadoes and Amir Bauman of the Scots. And Lamb wins a tip, and Cavell Kingsbury brings it up, gives it off to Turner, who starts off the offense for the Tornadoes. Damari Hopper thinks about it, but drives, kicks it back out to Cannon Lamb for three. And he starts it off with a bang here for the Tornadoes. Cannon Lamb with a three to start off the offense. Tornadoes hop out to a lead. Bauman down low now. Going down low. He's fouled by number 10, Cannon Lamb of the Tornadoes, and he'll go to the line to shoot two. Amir Bowman goes to the line to shoot two for the Scots. Misses both as Cavell Kingsbury gets the rebound, gives it off to Gaddafi Turner, who brings up the court for the Tornadoes. Kingsbury now gives it off to Cannon Lamb, gives it back to Kingsbury, down low to Lamb, and he goes up for the reverse. He's fouled and he gets the bucket. Cannon Lamb starts off hot for the Tornadoes. The first 5 points, going for 6 here after going for the old-fashioned three-point play. Foul's going to be on number 30, Amir Bowman of the Scots. And Lamb knocks it down to bring the lead to 6 for the Tornadoes. Hoppa shoots a three. He can't get it, but Bowman gets the rebound, kicks it out. Now three will fall for number 21, Kelvin Songster of the Scots. And that cuts the lead down to 3 for the Tornadoes. Hopper gives it off to Kingsbury. Over to Levi Lamb, now to Damari Hopper. Now to Turner, over to Levi Lamb, down low to Hopper. Hopper goes up and gets it to go off the glass for 2, and the Tornadoes start off 3 for 3 from the field. Songster gives it over to Hoppa. Back to Songster, and cut by Estes. Down low to Bowman. He can't get it to go, but rebound is to Nick Clifton, and he gets a bucket to go off the glass. Turner gives it over to Kingsbury, now to Cannon Lamb. He thinks about it, and he's going to be called for the travel. It'll be Scott's ball on the sideline. Hoppa gives it over to Clifton, who gives it to Songster, and out through Estes. Over to Songster. He drives baseline, gives it to Hoppa. He puts up the 2, and he can't get it to go. Levi Lamb rips down the rebound out of Bowman's hands. Now Gaddafi Turner gives it over to Damari Hopper. Now to Kingsbury, back to Hopper. He pulls up for 3. He can't get it to fall, and Songster gets the rebound and pushes up the court for the Scots. Clifton gives it out wide to Estes. There's going to be a foul on the court on the Tornadoes. That was going to be number 15, Levi Lamb, be his first and team second. Estes gives it into Songster of the Scots. Oh, back over to Estes. Now he drives. He'll be fouled by number 12, Cavell Kingsbury. That'll be his first and team's third. That's going to send Caleb Estes to the line to shoot 2 for the Scots.
At the line for Maryville, number 10, Caleb Estes.
He knocks down both of them. Tornadoes lead 8-7, 17 minutes and 8 seconds left in the first half. Coffee Turner gives it off to Levi Lamb, and now to Cavell Kingsbury. Over to Hopper. Back down low to Levi Lamb. Lamb tries to go baseline. He tries to get it over to Turner, but it's tipped out of bounds for Tornado's ball on the baseline. Turner gets it into Kingsbury. Now over to Turner, over to Cannon Lamb. He gives it out to Levi Lamb. He thinks about it but drives. And he tries to get it, but it's knocked out of bounds into Estes' hand, who drives it up for an easy layup off the fast break. And the Scots take the lead. Turner gives it over to Hopper. He goes over a screen. Now over to Cannon Lamb. Down to Cavell Kingsbury. He's not giving anything. It's out of bounds off Kingsbury. It'll be Scott's ball. Number 24, Joshua Wilson checks in for the Tornadoes. Songster now. Gives over to Hoppa. Now to Bowman. And he'll be fouled. Foul's going to be on number 24, Joshua Wilson of the Tornadoes, his first and team's fourth. Amir Bowman will go to the line to shoot 2 for the Scots. He hits his first. His second. Kingsbury drives now. He loses it and it goes into Hoppa's hands. He gets it over to Clifton. The Scots slow it down. Now Bowman gives it over to Estes. He drives. It's off the knee of Clifton and into the hands of Cavell Kingsbury. Tough pass there, and it's taken by Songster of the Scots, and he drives, kicks out to Hoppa. Now back out to Songster and over to Clifton. He pump fakes and passes it down low to Hoppa, and he gets it to go. Turner kicks it out to Kingsbury now. Now over to Wilson. He gives it over to Hopper. Back to Wilson. Gives it over to Turner now. 9 seconds on the shot clock. Cannon Lamb gives it off to Wilson. It's out of bounds off of Cannon Lamb. It'll be a timeout of the court. Your Tornadoes are down 13-8 with 14 minutes and 43 seconds left in the first half. Estes bring it up the court for the Scots and hands it off to Songster. He gives it off to Hoppa and back to Estes. Now to Clifton. Now Songster gives it down low to Bowman. He pulls up for two and he gets it to go. Jacob Bergen checks in for the Tornadoes after the timeout, as well as Noah Lea. Wilson gives it over to Bergen and now to Hopper. Hopper drives and he can't get the floater to go, and Songster rips on the rebound. Songster gives it over to Hoppa. Back to Songster, he pulls up for three and he knocks it down. Levi Lamb checks back in for your Tornadoes, as well as number 11, Joshua Brooks, and number 24, JP McGee. Wilson now with the ball for the Tornadoes. Gives over to Leia. Now to Bergen. Back to Leia. Now over to Hopper. 5 seconds shot clock. Hopper drives and tries to get it to Leia. Gives it to Lamb. The shot clock expires and he can't get it to go, and Songster gets the rebound for the Scots. Estes now, he drives. Gives it over to Songster for three. He knocks it again. We had timeout on the court, and your Tornadoes are down 21-8. Bergen now with the ball for the Tornadoes, gives it off to Levi Lamb. Back to Bergen. And now Levi Lamb again. He pulls up from the free throw line and he knocks it down for two. Number 2, Emmanuel Garcia checks in for the Scots. Songster kicks out to Garcia for three, and he knocks it down. Hopper gives it off to Bergen. Back to Hopper. Hopper drives and he's fouled. Foul is going to be on the floor and the shot's not going to count. Foul's going to be number 24, JP McGee. Number 20, Dante Hoppa checks back in. And Kadafi Turner checks in for your Tornadoes. Wilson now gets it over to Lamb. Gives it back to Wilson. He goes over a screen. Passes off to Turner. Back to Wilson. Leia now with the ball, gives it over to Bergen. He gives it to Leia for third. He can't get it to go. And Estes grabs the rebound and pushes it up the court for the Scots. Gives it off to Garcia. And now to Brooks, back to Estes. And Garcia over to Hoppa. Down to Estes, who gets it to go off the glass. And the foul is going to be called on number 21, Noah Leia. So Estes will go to the line for a three-point play. Cavell Kingsbury and Cannon Lamb are going to check back in for the Tornadoes after a timeout. Your Tornadoes are down 25-10 with 11 minutes and 32 seconds remaining in the first half. Caleb Estes going to the line to shoot one and getting the three-point play after the timeout. And he can't get it to go, and Joshua Wilson grabs the rebound and gives it off to Gaddafi Turner. Turner gives it down low to Lamb. Cannon Lamb's going to be fouled. Foul's going to be number 10, Caleb Estes, his first and team's third. Number 5, J.R. Sanders checks in for the Scots. Turner gets it into Kingsbury. Now over to Levi Lamb. He gives it off to Wilson. Wilson gives it off to Kingsbury, and now to Levi Lamb. Cross court to Turner. He drives and tries to kick it out to Kingsbury. Kingsbury gives it back to Turner when he's on the ground, and he gets it to go. Garcia with the ball now for the Scots. Gives it over to Hoppe. Down low to McGee, and he gets it to go. Lamb gives it off to Wilson, gives it over to Cannon Lamb. Back out to Wilson. He hesitates. He can't get it to go off the glass. And Hoppe gives it over to Garcia, who pushes it up the court for the Scots. He gets a tip, but gives it off to Hopper. And now back to Garcia for three. And he knocks it down. Levi Lamb goes over the screen, and he's going to be fouled by a Scot. Foul's going to be on 20, Dante Hoppe. That'll be his first and team's fourth. Damari Hopper checks in for the Tornadoes, and number 30, Amir Bowman, checks in for the Scots. Gaddafi Turner with the ball, gives it over to Damari Hopper. Hopper kicks out to Kingsbury. Kingsbury hands it off to Turner, and Turner gets it down low to Hopper, and he gets it to go off the glass. Hoppe now with the ball, gives it over to Sanders. Bowman gets it taken from Kingsbury, and he gives it off to Levi Lamb. Now Gaddafi Turner with the ball for the Tornadoes. Now Kingsbury gives it over to Cannon Lamb. Lamb gives it off to Levi Lamb. He spins and slows it down. Now Lamb drives, kicks out to Gaddafi Turner for three. And he can't get it to go. Cannon Lamb gets the offensive rebound. He can't get the putback to go. Now Brooks Kicks out to Hoppe. He gives it off to Sanders for three, and he knocks it down. Hopper gives it over to Kingsbury. It's tipped out of bounds off Tamari Hopper's hand last. That'll be Scott's ball. Number 21, Calvin Songster, and number 22, Nick Clifton check back in for the Scots. Songster now gives it over to Sanders. And now to Clifton. Back to Songster, down low to Hoppe. And he can't get it to go, and Kadafi Turner gets the rebound, and he drives up the court. He drives strong, and he's going to be blocked by Bowman. And now to Hoppe. It's going to be the last touch by Hoppe, and it'll be Tornado's ball in front of the scorer's table. Timeout on the court. Your Tornadoes are down 34-14 with 7 minutes and 59 seconds remaining in the first half. Drives and spins, and he's going to be blocked by Hoppe. Be out of bounds for Tornado's ball. Turner gets in to Kingsbury, and now over to Hopper. Hopper gives it over to Levi Lamb. Back to Hopper. He drives and kicks out to Kingsbury. Kingsbury gives it off to Levi Lamb, and now to Turner. Turner takes it to top of the key and gives it to Hopper. Now Levi Lamb, he pulls up for three, and he can't get it to go. And Songster grabs the rebound. Now Songster drives, pulls up from the shoulder, and he gets it to go. Excuse me, from the elbow. And he gets it to go. Turner gets it over to Hopper. He drives. He gets it to go high off the glass. Songster gets over to Hoppe, and now down to Bowman. Bowman spins. He gets it to go. Kadafi Turner gets over to Levi Lamb, and now to Cannon Lamb. He gives it to Hopper, and now to Kingsbury. Kingsbury can't get it to fall, and Hoppe grabs the rebound and brings it up the court for the Scots. Now to Sanders, now to Songster, over to Bowman. Back to Hoppe and Sanders. Clifton gives it over to Hoppa for three, and he knocks it down. Turner gives it to Hopper. Hopper kicks out to Kingsbury. He thinks about it but drives. He gives it over to Turner, and he gets it to go off the glass. Hopper gives it over to Sanders. And now to Songster. Back to Sanders and over to Hopper. And now Clifton. Songster with the ball now for the Scots. Gives it over to Sanders. He drives. And he's going to be fouled. Foul's going to be number 15, Levi Lamb, and that'll be his second and team sixth. It's going to send number 5, J.R. Sanders, to the line to shoot two. And he hits his first. Number 21, Noah Leah, number 24, Joshua Wilson, and number 22, Jacob Bergen checking for your Tornadoes. Number 23, Jordan Griswold checks in for the first time for the Scots. And Sanders knocks down the second. Number 10, Caleb Estes checks back in for the Scots. Tornadoes down 43-18 with 5 minutes remaining in the first half. Wilson gives off to Bergen, back to Wilson. He pulls up from deep two, and he can't get it to go. Songster grabs the rebound for the Scots. Hoppa gives it over to number 23, Griswold. And now over to Hoppa. Gives it over to Estes. Now Griswood. Over to Estes, now Hoppa to Songster. Songster spins, passes it down to Bowman. He can't get it to go. The rebound is Griswood, and he kicks out to Estes, and he knocks down the three. Turner gives it over to Wilson and now to Bergen. He hands it off to Leah. He thinks about it but drives. And he can't get it to go. Maybe out of bounds off of Scott. Maybe Tornadoes ball. Number 3, Dentarius Bray checks in for the Scots. Turner gets it in, and it's tipped out of bounds off of Scott. Maybe Tornadoes ball again. Number 1, Eric Evans checks in for your Tornadoes. Turner gives it off to Wilson and out of Bergen. Over to Evans. Now to Hopper. He kicks out. A shot clock violation by the Tornadoes. Timeout on the court. Your Tornadoes are down 46-18 with 3 minutes and 51 seconds left in the first half. But now with the ball for the Scots, gives it over to Clifton, or excuse me, to Bray. Passes out of bounds from JP McGee, and it'll be Tornadoes' ball. Turner with the ball now. He goes over his screen, gives it over to Evans. Bergen can't get the pass down low. It'll be Scott's ball now. Estes now with the ball. He gets it over to Griswood. Now Bray. It's going to be out of bounds for the Scots ball. Number 2, Emmanuel Garcia checks in for the Scots. Griswood gives it to Bray, to Estes, now to Garcia, back to Griswood down low. And he goes up high, he can't get it to go. Murray Hopper grabs the rebound. Wilson gives it over to Evans. Now Wilson down low. And he's going to be fouled by number 3 of the Tornadoes, Dantarius Bray. That'll be his first. Team's 5th. Number 11, Joshua Brooks. Number 22, Nick Clifton check in. Turner gets it into Wilson. Now Evans over to Bergen, hands it off to Hopper. He pulls up for 3, and he can't get it to go. And Brooks gets the long rebound. Clifton gives it over to Garcia, and now down low to Brooks. Brooks puts it up with his left hand, and he can't get it to go. And Wilson is the last to touch it. It'll be Scott's ball out of bounds. Brooks gets it in to Clifton and now to Garcia. Over to Bray. Bray crosses over and pulls up, and he knocks it down. Wilson gives it over to Bergen for 3, and he can't get it going. Garcia grabs the rebound for the Scots. Garcia for 3 now, and he's fouled. Shooting the 3, and he'll go to the line to shoot 3. Foul's going to be on number 3, Gaddafi Turner. It'll be his first. Emmanuel Garcia goes to the line to shoot 3 for the Scots.
At the line for Maryville, number 2, Emmanuel Garcia.
And he hits the first. Can't hit the second. Number 44, Trevor Gaines Perry checks in for the Scots. And Garcia knocks down the 3rd. Garcia goes 2 of 3 out of those free throws and extends the lead for the Scots to 50-18 with 1 minute and 45 seconds remaining. Bergen now with the ball, kicks out to Evans. He pulls up from the free throw line and knocks it down. Joshua Brooks brings it up the court and gives it off to Bray. Now over to Clifton. Gives it to Garcia. Back to Bray, and now Clifton. He thinks about it. He gives it off to Gaines Perry. He can't get it to go. Hopper brings it up the court for the Tornadoes, gives it off to Bergen. Hopper gets it back down low. And he's going to be fouled by number 3 of the Scots, Dantarius Bray. number 2, Damari Harper, will go to the line to shoot 2 for the Tornadoes. He's short on the first. Clifton now gives it over to Bray. Now over to Brooks. 47 seconds left in the first half. The Tornadoes around 50-21. Bray with the ball now. He pulls up for 2, and he's long. It's going to be a foul on number 22, Nick Clifton of the Scots in the backcourt.
The Maryville fouls on number 22, Nick Clifton. That's his first, team second.
Jacob Burgeon will go to the line for a 1-on-1 opportunity for the Tornadoes. Bergen can't hit the first. And Braves bring it up the court for the Scots. Gives it off to Clifton and now to Garcia. Over to Brooks. To Garcia, over to Clifton. Now to Bray. Over to Brooks. Ball stolen by Gaddafi Turner and gives it over to Eric Evans. Back to Turner. And he can't get the layup to go. And that'll end the first half here in Brevard, North Carolina. Your Tornadoes around 50-21 at the end of the half. Start of the second quarter, or second half, excuse me, here in Boxmer Gymnasium on the campus of Brevard College in Brevard, North Carolina. This USA South Conference matchup between the Maryville College Scots and your Brevard College Tornadoes. The Scots lead your Tornadoes at the start of the second half, 50-21. Caleb Estes gets us underway through the Scots. Gets over to Clifton and now to Hoppa. Back to Estes. Now Songster over to Hoppa. Now Clifton, he drives and puts it up with his left hand. He can't get it to go. And Cannon Lamb gets the rebound and gives it over to Gaddafi Turner. Turner drives and kicks it out to Kingsbury. Now to Cannon Lamb. Lamb hands it off to Hopper. And he drives. And he can't get it to go, but he's fouled. Foul's going to be number 22, Nick Clifton. Jamari Hopper goes to the line to shoot too. Hopper, it's his first. And he hits his second. Estes now with the ball, gives it over to Clifton, over to Songster. Songster gives it over to Bowman. It'll be out of bounds off a Tornado. Songster now, he goes baseline and kicks it out to Clifton. Clifton pump fakes, kicks it out to Hoppa. And now to Estes. Over to Songster. He drives to the right, pulls up from the elbow, and he gets it to go. Turner gives it over to Hopper. Goes over a screen, gets it over to Kingsbury. And Bowman tips it and kicks it out to Clifton. The fast break. Kingsbury is going to draw the charge on number 30, excuse me. Amir Bowman of the Scots. That'll be Bowman's second. And team's second of the half. Correction, that's going to be a foul on number 22. Nick Clifton is third. Turner gives it over to Levi Lamb, and now to Cannon Lamb. He hands it off to Kingsbury. Kingsbury gives it back to Cannon Lamb, and he puts it up and gets a foul and the bucket to fall. Foul's going to be on number 10, Caleb Estes. He'll be his second and team's third. And Lamb knocks down the free throw to the old-fashioned three-point play. Estes brings it up the court and gives it off to Clifton, now to Songster. Now Hoppa gives it over to Estes. Now Bowman. He thinks about it and drives, and he puts up a floater and even knocks it down for the Scots. Hopper gives it over to Kingsbury, and it'll be an offensive foul on Cavell Kingsbury. That'll be his second and team's first of the half. Number 11, Joshua Brooks, checks in for the Scots. Brooks brings the ball up and gives it over to Estes. Back to Brooks. Now Hoppa gets it in to Estes, who pulls up for three. And he can't knock it down. A rebound by Cannon Lamb. Gaddafi Turner with the ball now for the Tornadoes. Passes tip and into the hands of Bowman of the Scots. And Estes brings it up the court and gives it over to Songster. He pulls up for three, which is tipped by Levi Lamb and saved by Damari Hopper. Now Gaddafi Turner with the ball for the Tornadoes. He drives and kicks out to Cannon Lamb. Lamb gives off to Hopper. And now to Levi Lamb. He goes over a screen. Crosses over and gives it to Coffee Turner for three. And he knocks it down. Estes gives it over to Brooks, and now Hopper gives it over to Songster. Songster goes baseline, kicks out to Estes. Now inside to Bowman, and he gets to go with his left hand. Turner gives it to Kingsbury, and now to Cannon Lamb. Kingsbury cuts. This last touch off of Estes, and it'll be Tornado's ball. Turner gets it in to Kingsbury, and now to Hopper. Over to Lamb, back to Hopper. Hopper drives, puts up with his left hand, he can't get it to go, and Estes grabs the rebound and pushes up to Hopper. Now to Songster, over to Estes. Down low to Bowman, and he's blocked by Kingsbury. Timeout on the court. Your Tornadoes are down 56-29 with 15 minutes and 52 seconds left in the second half. Foul's going to be on number 10, Cannon Lamb, of the Tornadoes, be his second, team second of the half. And it would be Scott's ball on the baseline. Estes to get it in for the Scots. Gets it into Bowman. And now to Hoppa, gets it over to Brooks. And Brooks is going to be called for a travel. Hopper gives it over to Kingsbury. Kingsbury kicks it over to Lamb. And now to Hopper. Over to Turner. It's over to Levi Lamb. Lamb drives, puts up with his right hand, can't get it to go, and Estes grabs the rebound for the Scots and kicks it over to Songster. Back to Estes, who pulls up for three, and he knocks it down. Kingsbury gets it over to Turner. Now down low to Lamb. He kicks over to Turner for three, and he knocks it down. Songster kicks over to Hoppa, gets it down low to Bowman, and he can't get the layup to go. Gaddafi Turner drives and puts it up with his right hand, can't get it to go. Bowman grabs the rebound for the Scots and gives it over to Estes. Now to Hoppe. Kicks it over to Brooks. Hoppe now gets it down low to Bowman. And he puts it up with his right hand and he gets it to go off the glass. Foul's going to be number 30, Amir Bowman. That'll be his second, team's fourth. Joshua Wilson checks in for your Tornadoes. And for Maryville, number 24, J.P. McGee. Levi Lamb with the ball now. Gives it over to Damari Hopper. Back to Lamb. He steps back for three. He can't get it to go. Songster grabs the rebound for the Scots. Songster drives, kicks it out to Estes. And now over to Hoppe. Down low to McGee. Now Brooks, he puts it up with his right hand, can't get it to go. McGee tries to tip it in, it doesn't fall. And Damari Hopper grabs the rebound for the Tornadoes. Turner pulls up for three now, and he knocks it down for the Tornadoes. Hoppe gets over to Songster. He goes baseline, gives it off to Estes, who gets it to go. Hopper gives it over to Wilson. Down low to Turner. Turner backs down Estes. And he puts up a good move down on the block and gets it to go. Turner now with the ball after the steal. He drives, and it'll be an offensive foul on Gaddafi Turner. Number 22, Jacob Bergen, and number 21, Noah Leo will check in for the Tornadoes, as well as number 2, Emmanuel Garcia. Sanders gets over to Hoppe and now to Garcia. Sanders again gets over to Hoppe. Hoppe goes over and gives it to Garcia. He pulls up for three. He can't get it to go, and Jacob Bergen grabs the rebound. Wilson for the Tornadoes gets it over to Leah, and now to Lamb. Back to Leah, gives it to Bergen. Now to Lamb, he thinks about it and gets it off his foot. Lamb gives it to Bergen. Now to Turner for three, and he can't get it to go. Loose ball is taken by Brooks of the Scots. Now over to Garcia, he thinks about it, but slows it down. Garcia knocks down the three for the Scots. Lamb bring it up the court now for the Tornadoes. Now Leah gives it back to Lamb. He drives, puts up with his right hand off the glass. Can't get it to go. Brooks now with the ball for the Scots. Gives it over to Hoppe for three, and he knocks it down. Hopper gives it over to Leia. And now to Bergen. Bergen kicks out to Wilson. Wilson drives and kicks out to Turner. And now to Lamb for three. And he can't get it to go, and it'll be out of bounds for Scott's ball. Eric Evans checks in for the Tornadoes, and it'll be a timeout on the court. Tornadoes down 69-37 with 9 minutes and 59 seconds left in the second half. Reverse falls for number 24, J.B. McKee. Leia now gives over to Bergen. Now to Evans. He drives and pulls up from the free throw line and knocks it down. Wilson tries to get a layup, but it's taken by Brooks. Now to Garcia for three. He's short on it. Long rebound goes to Sanders, who tips it out to Brooks. Now Sanders gives it over to Brooks. Now Grisswood to Garcia. Garcia passes out to Sanders for three. And he can't get it to fall, and Leia grabs the rebound. Foul's going to be number 23, Jordan Grisswood. Demario Hopper checks in for the Tornadoes, as well as number 21, Calvin Songster for the Scots. Evans down low. Kicks out to Bergen for three. And he can't get it to go, and Demario Hopper grabs the rebound. Now to Leia, back to Bergen. To Hopper, down low to Leia. Eric Evans now gives it over to Hopper, back to Evans, and he pulls up and he's blocked. Songster now gives it off to Sanders, and now to Garcia, back to Songster. He drives baseline, and it's going to be fouled. Foul's going to be on number 24, Joshua Wilson. That'll be his second and team's fourth. Going to be a timeout on the court. The Tornadoes are down 71-39 with 7 minutes and 52 seconds remaining in the second half. Songster to get the ball in for the Scots after the timeout. He gives it into Sanders. Back to Songster. Sanders pulls up from the free throw line and he gets it to go. Bergen can't get it to go and it'll be out of bounds off of Bowman for Tornadoes ball. Evans gives it over to Leia. Leia drives and puts up with his left hand. He can't get it to go. That'll be a foul by number 22 of the Tornadoes, Jacob Bergen. That'll be his first and team's fifth. Sanders brings it up the court, gives off to Griswood. And now over to Garcia for three. And he knocks it down. Bergen now gives it over to Evans. He pulls up for three. And he can't get it to go. Griswood grabs the rebound, gives it off to Songster. Songster slows it down now. Crosses over. Passes it down low. He can't get it to go. Bowman couldn't get it to go, and then the rebound is taken by Eric Evans. Evans gives it to Wilson now. Over to Leia. And it's stolen by Garcia. And he's threw it off the backboard and slammed by Bowman. Off the backboard from Emmanuel Garcia. And number 30, Amir Bowman, follows it with a monster slam for the Scots. Evans gives it to Leia. He puts up with the left hand. He can't get it to go. And Sanders grabs the rebound and brings it up the court for the Scots. Down low to Bowman. And it's last touch by number 22, Jacob Bergen of the Tornadoes, and it will be Scott's ball on the baseline. Number 3, Dantarius Bray, and number 22, Nick Clifton, check in for the Scots. Sanders going to be fouled there by number 22, Jacob Bergen of the Tornadoes. That'll be his second and team 6. And number 5, J.R. Sanders, will go to the line to shoot 2. Sanders can't hit his first. Number 23, Hayden Kessel, checks in for the Tornadoes. Sanders can't hit the second. Noah Leia drives down the court, puts it up, and he gets the foul with the reverse layup. Noah Leia will go to the line to get a 3-point opportunity here for the Tornadoes. Foul's going to be number 30, Amir Bowman. Number 12, Chris Watson, checks in for the Scots. Knocks down the free throw for the 3-point play. Your Tornadoes are down 78-42 with 5 minutes and 30 seconds remaining in the second half. Songster now for the Scots, gets over to Sanders, back to Songster. Songster pulls up for 3. He knocks it down. Hopper drives drives now for the Tornadoes, kicks out to Evans, who pulls up for three, and he knocks it down. Songster gives over to Saunders. He drives, kicks out to Bray, back to Songster and back to Bray. And now Clifton gives it to Songster. Wooten gives it back to Songster after the pass, and Songster drives, and he's going to be fouled. Foul's going to be on number 1, Eric Evans of the Tornadoes. Number 21, Calvin Songster will go to the line to shoot 2 for the Scots. Songster knocks down the first. Number 1, David Clark checks in for the Scots for the first time tonight. Songster knocks down the second. And number 14, David Deacon checks in for the Scots. Hopper now for the Tornadoes, gives it to Bergen. Now to Kessel, who cuts, and he's fouled. Fouls on number 12, Chris Watson. And Hayden Kessel goes to the line to shoot 2. Kessel knocks on the first. And he knocks down the second. Deacon gives over to Bray. Back to Deacon. Deacon crosses over, goes over a screen. Gives out to Watson. Now Deacon gives it to Clark, and he gets it to go. Hopper gives over to Kessel, no, to Bergen, back to Kessel. And he drives, goes with his left hand, and he gets the bucket and the foul. Hayden Kessel goes to, he's going to go to the line for a 3-point opportunity. Timeout on the court, your Tornadoes down 85-49 with 3 minutes and 44 seconds remaining in the second half. Number 11, Derek Newberry checks in for the Tornadoes, as well as number 5, D'Angelo Ellis for the Tornadoes. Kessel can't knock down the free throw for the 3-point play. And Bray brings up the court for the Scots. He gives it to Clifton. Clifton passes it to Deacon, but he's standing out of bounds. It'll be Tornadoes ball. Newberry gives it to Ellis, brings it up the court. Now Castle gives it to Evans, over to Newberry, back to Evans, and he pulls up for three, and he knocks it down. Clifton drives, gives it over to Bray. Now to Deacon. Over to Clark. Now to Bray. Now Clifton drives. He's fouled. Foul's going to be at number 11, Derek Newberry, his first and team's 8th. Number 22, Nick Clifton, goes to the line. He knocks down the first of the 1-and-1. And he knocks down the second. Castle gives it over to Ellis. He drives and goes over with his left hand, and he's blocked by Watson. Gaines Perry checks in for Clifton of the Scots. Evans now, he drives. He's blocked. But it's going to be a foul called on number 1, David Clark, his first. The team's 10th. And Eric Evans goes to the line to shoot 2 for the Tornadoes. Evans knocks the first. And he hits the second. Clark gives it against Perry. He puts up the wild shot. He can't get it to go. And Evans grabs the rebound and gives it over to Ellis. Ellis gives it to Newberry, who pulls up the 3. And he can't get it to go. Now with the ball for the Scots. He puts up a floater and knocks it down. Ellis crosses over, gives it to Evans, and now to Bergen. Back to Evans. He pulls up from the elbow. He can't get it to go. It'll be a foul. Number 22, Jacob Bergen of the Tornadoes. That'll be his third. Number 1, David Clark will go to the line to shoot. 1-and-1 opportunity. And he hits the first. And he hits the second. Ellis brings it out of the court for the Tornadoes. Gives it over to Evans. Now Bergen. Over to Kessel. Now he gives it to Ellis. Ellis gives it over to Newberry. Back to Ellis. He pulls up for 3, and he can't get it to go off the glass. Bray now with the ball for the Scots. Gives it over to Deacon. It's tipped out of bounds to be Scott's ball. Watson now for the Scots. Be out of bounds for Tornado's ball. Ellis brings it up the court for the Tornadoes, under a minute left. Castle now. Cross court to Evans, and now to Newberry. Over to Ellis, back to Newberry. He thinks about it with drives, goes up with his right hand and is blocked. Three doesn't fall there, but it's rebounded by the Scots. Left hand goes for David Deacon of the Scots. Ellis drives and pulls up from the free throw line. He can't get it to go. Newberry grabs offensive rebound. He pulls up for two. He can't get it to go. And that'll be the end of the game. Your Tornadoes fall here in this USA South Conference matchup, 93-54 to the Maryville College Scots.